have an ancient prophecy. It tells of a boy. A boy who would be disappeared from this world until he was old enough to return and lead an uprising against me. A boy who could fly. Come on, kid. Make them believe.
I believe. I believe.
Hello, welcome to What the Flick. We're playing catch up with Pan. We could not wait to get back to you guys this week to talk to you about the wonders of Pan. Alonzo, please describe it.
Okay, so apparently the Peter Pan story wasn't enough. We needed a prequel because those always work out well and are never a waste of time. And so we find out just how did Peter Pan get to Neverland in the first place. And it turns out it has to do with sky pirates during the London Blitz, who then sing Smells Like Teen Spirit. And then there's a white tiger lily, and then there's Hook without a hook, who's friends with Peter Pan with no indication of why they became enemies. And,
yeah, so I brought Nick to this, and he was so confused when everyone was singing Smells Like Teen Spirit. He's like, Mommy, why are they singing that song? I'm like, I don't know. But now the upside of that is I actually played for him the Smells Like Teen Spirit video.
The original one?
Yeah, so now he knows Nirvana. So thank you, Pan.
Well,
yeah, that's the best thing to come out of
thank
this movie.
you, Weird Al Yankovic. It would be better. Yeah, this.
Right, it's astonishing.
I can't even talk about this movie. You know, the greatest act of willpower I've committed all year was not walking out.
You are a professional, damn.
I wanted to, and I was like, no, I gotta. It's my job. I'm gonna watch this whole thing. But holy crap, this thing is such a disastrous mess. I mean, the shifts in tone and the flagrant borrowing from other better movies, Star Wars, and you know, Baron Munchausen and Moulin Rouge and you name it. The awful performances by Hugh Jackman and Garrett Hedlund, who should know better.
Garrett Hedlund is doing like Harrison Ford circa 1981.
Kind of, but in a hammy like James Coburn, Jack Nicholson kind of way. And Jackman is not getting the balance between scary and funny, and they're all playing to the back balcony. And I mean, Rooney Mara, for as Miss Cassishian, is at least sort of reining it in. And Levi Miller, who plays Peter, is the one good thing in this movie. He's not like cloying in any way. But the film is just such a mess, and it's just and people have been trying to say, oh well, you know, Joe Wright, he's a visionary, whatever. I'm like, I don't get any of that here. You know, I mean, I've already been kind of mixed on his films anyway, but I don't get the sense of a firm hand at the helm. And the visuals that people are trying to say are great. I found it to be cluttered and muddy and either too stripped of color or too drowned in color. I just was in pain.
You pretty much have already said everything I want to say. No, I mean, there are some individual, maybe images that are kind of pretty.
Sure,
like
the Cara Delevingne mermaids.
But even those are distracting. With I know you like your uncanny valley phrase. Like the faces are all off. Like the sense of perspective is all off with that. The thing at the end with it looks kind of like Krypton with all of the giant the chunks of ice. What are they? Are they made of pixie dust?
I guess.
I don't know. But then again, like the little individual pixies never register as anything but like little tiny blippy dots, and so those aren't exciting or scary or thrilling or
characters.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's a mess, and it's confusing, and I don't know who it's for. I mean, if it's for kids, it's pretty damn dark. You know, if it's for little kids, there's no sense of wonder of of possibility and magic and can you fly and the stuff that Peter Pan's made of.
And it's the chosen one narrative again.
We mentioned really fast. We talked about Nirvana at the beginning of this. Okay, so they
and Blitzkrieg Bop.
Right. So that's the thing that they do. The anachronistic music conceit with like 2 songs. And then they're done with it. Like, I'm fine with that. I liked Marie Antoinette. I liked Moulin Rouge. I'm like, if you're gonna go with it, like commit to it and pick interesting stuff that you would not expect.
And do it throughout.
Right, go with it the whole way. I mean, this is like, why do they know Smells Like Teen Spirit in the middle of World War II? And how is that a relevant song? And like, it's not an anthem.
Yeah.
It's like, We're miserable. Entertain us, you know? That's like their happy working song. Like, we're chipping in the mines for pixie dust. Entertain us. It's really strange.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that you're looking at, you're thinking, who looked at the dailies and thought, yes, we're onto something here?
Yeah, okay, so
no
terrible
one.
all around.
Yeah.
Everything you've heard is true.
Yeah.
Really, we're
Believe
not
the hype.
exaggerating here. Believe us. Your number is?
1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2, and I feel like that's even really generous.
I know, me too, but and that's for the kid. I will say this is one of my leading contenders for worst film of 2015.
In that, like, its aspirations and its outcome are so vastly disparate.
Yeah, and that it was made by people who should know what they're doing.
With a shit ton of money. $150 million for this movie.
With a script by the guy who wrote one of the Ice Age movies.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so our average is a 1.8. It's at 24% on the tomato meter. So if you're curious as to how bad this could possibly be, then maybe go.
But it's not fun bad.
Don't take your kid.
It's soul-sucking.
Don't take your grandma or your kid.
No.
Bye.